Hello, everyone, and welcome to Side Effect. And I am here joined with a special guest, Lucas.
What up, boys, girls?
Uh, so you are the developer of this game, right, Lucas?
Yes, I am.
All right. So just who are you and what do you do?
Thanks for asking. I'm a simple guy from Slovakia. I was always attracted towards computer graphics and games in general ever since I got my first game. And that's what I was trying to learn and sort of perfect over several years. Um, I started working on games in 2012, and started using Unity, which Side Effect is built with, about 3 years after that, so in 2015 or so. And ever since then, I wanted to create my own game where basically I tell story somehow. I didn't know what type of story, but I wanted to tell some sort of story. And Side Effect is a result of that finally after those many years.
That's really cool. So how did uh, so what was the inspiration for Side Effects specifically?
That effect came from my own personal experience where when basically every time that was before pandemic situation, every time I went to work by car, I basically parked on a huge parking lot, and it was completely littered with various types of plastic bottles, and stuff like that. And every single day there were different combinations of those garbage things. And I was just looking at it. I was, asking myself like, how this much garbage ended up on this parking lot? And every single day it was there. And so one day I actually realized that the pollution problem is probably even closer than I thought it was. I never thought that pollution problem would affect me in any way. Now that I saw the garbage lying around in so many quantities, I realized that, well, I guess somebody needs to do something about it. And since I don't have enough, power to employ people and pick it up, I wanted to tell people story about the garbage and pollution, and actually wanted to motivate them through the game that I create, so that they will be more aware of the pollution problem and how it began, what's the current situation, and how it could end if we all unite our powers and do something about it, right? And the game should be the medium that will hopefully motivate the player to take action.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a very inspirational story.
Thanks.
Yeah, that it's kind of why I reached out to you, because I played this a little bit and I just thought it was a really cool sort of mechanic, and just story. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's just start a new game.
Okay.
And we got fairly simple controls and all that. So why did you choose like a raging storm to start out with?
The storm was chosen to. A storm is basically a consequence of the pollution, and in this demo that you're playing right now, it's not that apparent, but in the full game it will be. But the storm is actually caused by the pollution. You can see trash is raining from the sky, and so I wanted to tell the player that the current situation in the game is very, very bad, and it needs to be dealt with as soon as possible.
Right.
Also, you saw the tree falling down. So the nature and pollution, the pollution and storm is damaging nature and so on. So, and that's also depicted here in this next scene.
Yeah. I really like your sort of art style here. Just like the simple geometry and the little filter on the camera.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very simple. And basically, it's something that I can handle on my own. So that's why I chose it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's trash everywhere. And
Exactly.
you didn't make the soundtrack, did you?
No, no, no. The sounds, some of the sounds and all of the music is or has been produced by a McGill. That's a guy that actually contacted me if I'm interested in collaboration, and so we get together and we uh, made the soundtracks, or he produced all the soundtracks for the game. And I'm very critical about these things. I don't want just any music. I'm very, I have very clear vision of how the every single track should sound like, and so he did awesome job of projecting that into the music.
Hello, Toby. So, how did you come up with the kind of like simple speech that these animals speak in?
Well, the speech is inspired by emojis that you already have or used, for instance, in phone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, it's not that hard to create. Basically, I wanted to convey a message to the player without any words. And because words need to be translated into many languages, and sometimes you need many words to describe a simple idea, right? And so, but images, anyone can understand image, right? Anyone can understand image of a tree and like see the image of a tree and understand that, okay, that's a tree, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I went for, because as I said, it doesn't need to be translated, and also it's fast, that you as a human is fast in recognizing images, and you can easily recognize that.
Yeah, it's a very simple language, but yet very effective. Right, so we just yeah, this part really spoke to me. Just seeing like the immediate help, just even one piece of trash can solve, I guess.
I mean, yes, partially, bit by bit, definitely helps.
Okay, so now we're gonna just walk around and pick up trash. So what is there any specific reason you chose kind of like this tentacle arm to grab trash? Or is it just kind of
Um, Yeah, it might look a bit weird, but I wanted to avoid animating the entire hand because that would take more time to do than just a simple this curve or a blue line or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's the main reason. It's not like it's magical world or anything like that. It's just a representation of a hand, and in its simpler form, as I said, because the animation of the real hand would be, I don't know, it didn't feel like it would fit the graphics or the game as well as this beam or line.
Yeah, that makes sense. I, re- I, I know I mentioned it before, but like, the music is just super good. Just kind of like this somber. Oh, this still makes me sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, many people were asking me in comments if
Oh.
this little fox could be revived somehow, and they were hoping that it's not dead. Although, unfortunately, this is the sad consequence of pollution in real life, not only in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so animals suffocate often in the garbage, and this is basically the situation, right? I wanted to show the player that look, this happens and it's not right. We need to help animals because we caused it, right? We need to help them as much as we can.
Man,
And
let's.
unfortunately, the little one is gone. That's the sad truth.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've noticed even though it revives like the healthy trees, like you said, the ones that are already knocked over, they don't like come back up. Like consequences are consequences, and you can only do so much.
Yeah, exactly. So what you're looking at right now is a something called partial story, and it basically tells the player how pollution started and what are its effects on the environment. And these pollution stories are basically located all around the map. Right now in the demo there are only two, but in the full game there will be many of them, and each of them tells a separate story about pollution and animals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also one way I wanted to tell the player how pollution works in the game as well as in real life. I mean, it's simplistic model. It's very simple animation, but it communicates the message. The core of the message is there.
Yeah, it's a really it's very well communicated. Like with the little bit of because like the only real quote unquote dialogue is communicated on like the main screen, right? With like settings and if you want to play or new
Yeah.
game, that sort of stuff. Whereas everything else, it's just kind of emojis that anyone can understand.
I also wanted to convert the main menu and settings and all that into emojis too, but I found that that would be very, very complicated thing for normal people to understand. Even after I designed such an interface, I was looking at it like, wait, what does this icon actually mean? And that's not good, right? No, definitely not. So I had to keep it normal as a normal text, and then only the game itself has emojis.
Right. I'm still very, very surprised that you could make a game. Like, if you told me that this was a game where you pick up trash and it feels good, like it actively feels good to play, I would not have believed you. But
Why
like,
not?
I don't know, just because it just seems like a very menial task. Like, not just picking up trash, but just doing the same thing over and over again. Just, I didn't think I would enjoy, but
Yeah,
it's just very enjoyable.
yeah, for some people it's very repetitive, and I must admit, it is. I tried to break the repetitiveness as much as I could with things like special ability of the recycler when you press number one and then it shoots all the garbage around it, for instance, and the partial stories as well. I tried to break the repetitiveness as much as I could. But unfortunately, the point of the game is to basically heal nature by collecting trash, and that just can't be avoided.
I missed. Come on. Aw. Whatever.
What you're trying right now is actually one of the challenges that you can actually compete with other people.
Really? You got
Yeah,
a competitive long shots?
exactly, I do.
You stole my bottle.
So right now, there are three challenges in the game. The one of them is the long shot, basically how far you can score
Mm-hmm.
from how far you can score the garbage. The second one is how much garbage you can collect in 2 minutes. And the third one is called Floor is Lava. So,
I can see that. Just like a little parkour using the
yeah,
geometry
exactly.
of the trees.
Exactly.
That's really fun.
I think that's the most funniest or most interesting challenge out of those three.
Yeah.
So you said you found two out of three golden trash, didn't you?
Yeah, I found I think I only found two the first time I played through.
Have you ever found all three?
I don't think so. I only played once.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to be looking. Though the golden one that was kind of sitting over here could have been taken by the recycler. But
No, no, no. A recycler doesn't pick up golden.
doesn't pick up the golden ones.
Nor Toby.
Right. Wait, is Toby the small fox or is it the big fox?
The big one
All
that
right.
you're playing with.
Just curious. Is there a
Mm-hmm.
name for the small one?
Not yet. If you want to, you can name him.
I I'm all right. I'll leave that honor to the people on your Reddit.
Okay, okay. I understand that.
This is a really cool shot.
Thanks. It took a huge amount of work to make it look at least this good.
Yeah, it's very effective though. And we just kind of fall him off a cliff.
A little bit.
Alright, that's really cool. Hey, we got all of it. That's good.
Yes, you did.
Oh, but I still missed one of the golden ones.
Oh, never mind. Maybe you'll get better luck next time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a really good message. Even the second time around, it's still very powerful to me. About just leaving places better than you found them.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. And we got some time. We can do a couple challenges. So, which one for you would you say is the most fun?
I like the long shot most, but generally floor is lava is probably the one.
Let's try the long shot first.
But it's very hard with my record.
Oh, this is your record. I see. The 83.37 meters. All right.
Basically, I was playing with a streamer called Moonlit Monitors, and we played these challenges. And they actually scored new record for every single one of those challenges. And on the next day, I promised them that I would break their records again. And for for two challenges, I was able to break those records, but not for the floor is lava.
Mm.
That's that that belongs to them.
Come on, I at least need to get one of these. How did he get
Not that
80?
easy as it seems, right?
We'll get it. I probably won't beat your record though.
Yeah, well, I must admit, is it is quite big value. I mean, 83 meters is quite a long distance.
Yeah. How long did you spend trying to get that record?
I was actually inspired by Moonlit Monitors when we streamed. They actually climbed. So how that happened is that they climbed the tallest mountain here, and basically they dragged one piece of trash all the way up to the top, and they shut it down from exactly that peak, right right at the bottom. The recycler was right at the bottom where the river is, and they shot it from the top of the mountain right
Mm-hmm.
to the bottom of that valley. And that was around 79 meters or so. So I duplicated that and got an even better spot and scored 83 meters.
Nice. Well, I at least want to get one record. So, yay, 22. All right.
I mean it's solid beginning,
Yeah.
definitely.
Anyways. Yeah, I'll look at the floor is lava. So reach the cave as soon as possible. All right, no checkpoints. So it's a speed run.
Yep, it is.
Oh, that was not. All right. So can you climb on burning trees?
Try it out.
Guess I'll have to. That if I can get over there, actually. Oh my gosh. Platforming is not super my jam. No
I
matter how
understand.
even though I love platformers, they're just not my thing. Okay.
Yep, I understand.
Ah, dang it. I keep slipping before I... No. Alright. I'll just take this one slow, just till I get the route. Never mind. I'll take this next one slow. How did Moonlit do this? Like,
Uh, well, they cheated a little bit, but it's
what?
my fault because I told them there is a quicker way how to get to the top
You
of
can
the
go that
mountain
way,
or
can
to
you?
the cave. Yes, exactly. And so, but it's much harder uh, to go through there than it is the way that
Ah!
you're currently on.
I keep almost falling off. Alright, let's try this one more time. Never mind. Ah, okay.
It's always fun to look at people trying to beat someone else's,
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's... I'm not beating any records today, I guess. Okay,
I
so...
mean, it's definitely possible you can master any of those challenges within like half an hour, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, so how do you get around this? Um,
Mhm.
there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
you got it.
yeah. No! Oh,
Almost.
come on, I can struggle up this mountain. Yeah, never mind. What's the last challenge again?
The last challenge is how much garbage you can pick up within 2 minutes.
Oh, I could probably do that. I only need
Yeah,
2 minutes.
I think that's the easiest one, although I'm not sure.
I user friendly might be a better term for my ego.
I think the current record is 60 or so. So in theory, you should be able to pick one trash every 2 seconds, and you should be good.
Alright, how about we just try that one then? Ready.
Yeah, it's 60. Okay.
And this is your record, right?
Yes.
Alright. Oh no. I'm already behind. Ah, why isn't it shooting? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Oh no.
I mean, with little practice, I'm sure you would be able to
Where is it? There it is.
get really fast at this.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I'm not the best at them, they were still really fun challenges.
Which one is the most fun for you so far?
Um, Probably this one, because, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. So I don't know if I'm technically on pace, or I guess I can know. Um, but, yeah, just kind of like the parkour is not my thing. And the long shot, I'm just not good at. So. But this, I just need to pick it up fast. What? Come on.
You can also move the recycler if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, almost halfway to new record.
With 10 seconds left.
Ah, well, you know, it's not that bad for the first try, to be honest.
No. Alright. Last one? No. 35. That's not bad.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, okay, let's
I
try
think
this.
that's even better than I did my very first try when I was testing it.
So, how does the recycler work? Like, when it's coming back down? Like, when you summon it? Like, does it just choose a random location around you?
Yes. Basically, it spawns uh, in front of you. I think it's 2 meters in front of you, either on the left side or the right side of your vision. And it's random.
I see.
And the reason why I chose it to be randomly either on left or right is because when sometimes when I was running forward and I accidentally respawned the recycler, it would block me,
Yeah.
right? And so I need to avoid it, and so I decided to, make it
Okay.
spawn a little bit to the right or
I
the
guess
left.
that tree really likes the bottle. So, it's not letting me pick it up.
You need a special technique, to
Ah, I
be
see.
able to pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Oh, got it.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Trees everywhere, aren't there?
Tree is everywhere. But tree equals love.
Tree, cause love, yeah.
Alright. Not as good as I did the first time. I thought I was doing better. But
Sometimes you might need to get worse in order to get better. Have you heard that?
yeah, you should totally put that on a t-shirt. Tagline it as your game. Sometimes it needs to get worse to get better.
Yeah, and I actually I linked the challenge to it, don't I?
Yeah. Alrighty. I think that's oh I think that's as much as I really can do right now. Let's just do this one more time. So, I don't remember if I asked you this or not, but how long have you worked on Side Effect?
Oh yeah, I started Side Effect in late January this year, so right now it's about 6 months since I started.
Nice.
And unfortunately, right now it's a bit tough situation because in order to make any game popular or at least known to players, you need marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I don't have enough marketing power right now for the game, so its progress is very, very slow.
Yeah, I got that. Though that's kind of why I'm glad to make a video on it.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
It's free advertising.
I mean, I don't view it as an advertisement. I view it as an opportunity to talk with somebody
No.
about the game
Dang it.
and
Only
34
34
again.
again. Well, I guess I know what my average is. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Lucas.
Glad to be here.
All right.
Thanks for making the video about the game.
Yeah, no problem. Do you want to plug anything, like where they can find you or where they can support the game?
Yes, the game's official website is sideeffectgame.com. So basically, there's all the information needed, as well as the links to all the stores and stuff like that. So right now, the only way for anyone to support the game is through itch.io. When before they download the game, there's a little pop-up, but that's about it. Right now, it's just a demo, and so I hope that in spring of 2022, I'll be able to release the full game and reach even more players with it. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you do really well with this, because I think it's a really fun idea, fun mechanics, and fun story.
Thank you.